My name's James, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about mental health and how it can sort of affect your studies, and how it can, and how there's sort of help available in college and outside of college if new students feel that they need it. I am currently studying health and well-being, the foundation degree. So over the past couple of months, my mental health hasn't been the greatest, to the point where I was put into hospital because I had a really severe panic attack, and I just mentally wasn't happy. And then I sort of got over that and sort of got to get better, purely because I was sort of new to dealing with mental health, because I've never had to deal with it before. Sort of scaring me was the fact that how quickly my mental health sort of declined over the past couple of months, but now I sort of feel like, because I've got the help that I needed, I'm sort of getting over it. The main person who sort of helped me was my absolutely amazing girlfriend. She was there for me when I thought I was completely on my own, and she sort of was there for like a shoulder to cry on. And as much as she's gonna kill me for saying this, she was my rock, because the thing that I sort of discovered with mental health was the fact that you feel so isolated and you feel like you are completely on your own. But when you've got the support of friends and family, you feel like you can do it more, and you can sort of get over the most, which for me was the most traumatic thing. And she was honestly, she was amazing. I think because it was new to me, I think I was in denial that it was my mental health. I just thought things are just getting on top of me, things are just happening that shouldn't have really happened. But then talking to my counsellor, she sort of broke it down, and she said it is your mental health that is slowly going down the hill, and she was saying that this is now sort of a wake-up call, and it's sort of now the time where because in my job, it's my job to sort of look after people, it's my job to sort of get them to a better sort of health, and it was time to sort of put my feelings first for once. And it was sort of my time to sort of think, yeah, things are okay with me, and things need to be put in place. Because I'm quite a denial person. I don't like asking for help. And for me, when I got that help, I just felt so much love and compassion for me, which I thought didn't really exist. I think what sort of got me was the fact that I was more emotional, and I was more getting upset about the things that normally wouldn't affect me. And well, I think for me, the main thing that got me was COVID. COVID sort of came in, and I wasn't able to see Chloe, I wasn't able to go see friends, I wasn't able to go see my gran, and I think that sort of really affected me. I think the main thing that sort of triggered me was the fact that because I wasn't really aware of my mental health, I sort of just kept my feelings to myself. and I just let things build up and build up and build up to a point where things just got so difficult to be able to function normally that I needed that help probably sooner rather than later. Yeah, I think I was more nervous about asking people for help because I was new to the fact that even coming to terms that my mental health was slowly going down, I think I was so in denial that I sort of withdrew from getting that help, which is why I think things sort of got to the position where I needed to be in hospital. Now looking back, and if I got the help sooner, I probably wouldn't have needed to go into hospital, and I probably wouldn't have needed to be in that situation where I needed the hospital to get me back to what I was. As tough as it is to admit that you need help, go and seek that help because you might feel ashamed about asking for help. You might feel like you're pestering people, but you're not. Honestly, people are there to help, and people are trained to deal with people who have depression, who have anxiety, and they're there to help. And as much as you sort of want to not go and seek the help, the worse you're going to feel mentally, rather than if you went to go get the help, you'll just feel so much better. Well, I spoke to people at college, and they sort of said, now you've sort of spoken to us, we can now start to put things in place at college. Like, I spoke to the counsellor at college. I was then advised to go talk to my doctor, which I did. So I had counselling for 6 weeks, every Monday, and that to me just helped me so much because no one really knew what was going on inside my head. It just got so much easier. Like, I could go out and I could, obviously with COVID I was limited to what I could do, but it was just so nice to just go out and socialise, see my friends, see my family, and be sort of happy again. I can remember messaging Chloe absolutely terrified, saying, Chloe, what if she starts judging me? What if she starts saying, oh, James, grow up? But it wasn't like that at all. It was the support that was so long needed for me. And after the first sort of counselling, I just felt so much lighter. Yeah. I just felt like so many things had sort of been lifted to a point where I could, I wouldn't say be normal again, but just sort of enjoy life. I thought it was a little bit strange at first, but then after like the first few, it just felt like the new normal. It just felt like, right, every Monday I'm going to have counselling, it's going to be over the phone, and then it just sort of felt like the new normal, because like everyone, we've had to adapt to things being online. Like, my lectures have been online for the best part of a year. Rather than it all just being just always on my mind, someone else knew what was going on and they could offer the support that I needed. And on that last session, I can remember just bursting into tears, not because I was upset, because it was just a weight that had been on my shoulders for nearly a year had just been lifted, and it was just so much better to just go out and not having to think, oh God, I've got I've got this on my mind, I've got that on my mind. And it was just the beginning of something new. I do some relaxing techniques with one of my best mates who has mental health issues himself. We sort of look after each other because I think that's the one thing with people who've got mental health. They always feel so isolated. You feel like you're completely just on your own dealing with it. But when you've got someone who's going through the similar sort of things that you're going through, you don't feel as isolated. You feel like you can sort of relate to what they're going through. And I don't think I could have got through what I went through without the support that I got. I would probably talk to someone sooner rather than leaving it to the point where I ended up in hospital. I think because I was so scared about how quickly things sort of went downhill, I think I sort of withdrew from Chloe. I think I sort of withdrew from my family to the point when I was so alone. And I think, looking back, I think I would probably seek help sooner. There are so many charities, like there's Mind, there's so many different charities, but I think if you don't want to talk to like a professional, the best people to talk to are your friends, because your friends are there constantly no matter what, and your friends aren't going to judge you. They're there to support you, and this is why my friends just mean the absolute world to me, because I wouldn't have got through what I went through on my own. It's just been so comforting knowing that people are there. So the thing is, the main thing that I would say to anyone who's going through this is to talk. Talk to a tutor, talk to friends, talk to anyone you feel comfortable. Because the main thing is, if you don't talk, you will just feel so alone and isolated. There's people who want to help me, and there's people who want to support so many people who are going through mental health. The first step, yeah, it's the hardest, but it's the best in the long run.